And we're back. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Dark Phoenix Gaming, and welcome back to Mass Effect Legendary Edition with Vin Shepard. Now, just to clear something up, the last episode ended a little abruptly, and the reason for that is some hard drive stuff. It's nothing serious, no errors or anything. Just, I record my commentary in Audacity, so the temporary files Audacity writes to my hard drive had reached a point where they didn't have space for them on that drive. Which is annoying and dumb. So I had to remove some stuff from my hard drive. I'd been planning to get rid of a couple of especially big video games that I'm not playing right now off of there anyways. Which in my case is mostly Elder Scrolls Online. Which I haven't played in months. Thank you, Final Fantasy XIV, for being an MMO that I enjoy playing regularly, because that helps out with that whole thing. Anyways. Last time around, we'd arrived at Novaria and gotten ourselves corporate cock-blocked because the corporations don't want to let us access the research facility that Matriarch Benezia is at right now. You'd think we could drum them up on charges for obstruction of justice or something, but one, apparently the council never actually told these guys that Saren had been stripped of his Spectre status. Two, apparently they're kind of independent because they don't have to listen to us as a Spectre. We can't just go, hey, I'm a Spectre, fucking do what I tell you now. Apparently that's not an option, which is annoying. Anyways, there's this guy at the bar, Lorik Keen. He's the manager of one of the corporate offices, and his office has been closed. He's supposedly being investigated for corruption, but let's just say there are some signs that the administrator here is not as unbiased as one might think, so this Lorik Keen claims to have an OSD full of evidence of Annalise's corruption. He's asked us to go get it, hence why we're here. Oh, but we may end up having to shoot a few rent-a-cops because they will probably give us issues. Anyways, in we go.
Freeze! Hanshan security. This office is sealed.
Lorik Keen gave me a pass in.
Keen? Are you working for him? He's under investigation.
I'm a Spectre, you stupid bitch. For another thing, do you think your boss would like it if I was to page her about your illegal shit?
Annalise is paying you to shake this place down. Does Captain Matsuo know you're here?
Hey, I'm not the one who wants Keen. Annalius has a Varen up his ass about this guy. How about this? You pretend you didn't see us, we'll
Works
pretend
for me.
we didn't see you.
Hey, if they want to just get out of the way, I'm all for it. Not everyone's gonna do that, of course, but if a few of them want to just...
Powering up.
I unlocked some achievement there, but hey, if a few of them want to just not cause us problems, I'm fine with it. Let's just omni-gel the lot. I know the items I'm actually going to want, and those ain't them. don't need to go decryptonating on them. I don't figure. Gotcha. Yeah, these rent-a-cops are no challenge whatsoever. They really are not. I mean, they are rent-a-cops after all. These idiots are basically glorified mall security guards. Compared to us, that is all they are. In fact, mall cops might be more of a challenge here. Yeah, that did it for you guys. Let's break into this. Open that fucking thing. Take those and we can hack it open later. Some metagel. Yes, I used up some omnigel to open that. I'm lazy. What do you want from me? We technically didn't even really need to go up there, it looks like. Or maybe we did, I'm not really fucking sure. It's just an upgrade kit. Weapon locker, fine. Looks like it's saying what we want is in there, but there's nothing more in that room. So that would also seem to suggest not. Maybe it's just up here somewhere. Yeah, that would make more sense that it's actually above where we were trying to go. Okay. We download the evidence. And I'm gonna open this average safe, even though I don't need to. Second here. Okay. I can do my reduce the items down later. For now, we got what we need, and oh. Look, it's the bitch from earlier. Well, someone's about to get shot, I can tell you that much.
I don't think you're supposed to be in here, Shepard.
You have me at a disadvantage, Miss...
Oh, now you're gonna show some respect? I'm Sergeant Kyra Sterling, Ilanis Risk Control Services. Annaleus would throw you off-world for what you did here. I won't.
Spectre.
What we did to cop killers on my world?
Your men are dirty, Sergeant. You're here off-duty, breaking the law for bribe money.
Hey, they shot first.
I didn't want to fight them. They fired first.
Well, I don't need a gun to rip you to pieces.
That's nice. Okay. Time to go for snipper rifle. Look at that. They've brought friends.
I will destroy
Oh, how
you!
cute. I am the military-grade sniper with Special Forces training. You're the rent-a-cops. At the very least, now we have an answer to the question of who would win in a showdown between a bunch of corporate rental cops and a single team of Special Forces soldiers. Not that there was ever much doubt, mind you. Oh, look who we have here.
Commander, there have been reports of noise from the Synthetic Insights office. Would you know anything about it?
It's probably Annaleus' thugs ripping the place apart.
Smartass, huh? That's fine. I can work with that. Meet me at the hotel for a drink before you talk to Keen. I'll be waiting.
Oh, well, this I gotta hear. And I'm pretty sure we'll likely be plot blocked from talking to Keen first. And I mentioned before how, other than just following this main story path here, there's another way to get a hotel pass to the lobby, rather. And I will be showing that off. But I'm also going to be completing this storyline because we've gone far enough down it as it is. I just want to show the alternative because it is there after all.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. Parasini, Novaria
Internal Affairs, so basically corporate espionage stuff, except for corruption.
Why is an internal affairs agent here?
The executive board knows about Annaleus' corruption. I've been undercover for 6 months. I want you to convince Keen to testify before the board. With his evidence, this planet could run profitably again.
You work for Annaleus. Can't you just take his records?
He's a crook, not a moron. He doesn't keep logs on his computer saying, this month I stole 3 million credits.
Keen's testimony and records are everything I need to prove Analaeus' guilt in one package.
Okay, I kind of like that they just nipped that one in the bud, that Analaeus doesn't just keep records lying around giving precise details about what crimes he's committed and when. That's a nice little way to undercut that whole plot point that you see rather often.
Why don't you ask Keen directly?
I'm Analaeus' secretary. You'd think he'd believe me? That he'd meet me in some dark
All
alley
right,
with
fair
his
point.
evidence?
I thought corruption was the rule on Novaria.
The rule is don't rock the boat. Self-interest is tolerated if it doesn't interfere with business. Analaeus is driving customers away.
Okay, I get it. His corruption's affecting their bottom line, so he's gotta go. Makes sense. But I still need his garage pass.
I need Keen's garage pass to complete my mission.
You help my investigation, I'll provide whatever you need. Favor for a favor.
Analaeus is dirty. It might be best to help her.
Look, Shepard, I don't like this either. You Spectres play fast and loose with the law. That's bad for business.
Now, we could demand a payoff for this, but no. I like you. I think Analaeus is a cunt. I'll help.
Alright, I'll talk to Keen and see if I can convince him.
Thank you. You know where I work. Come talk to me once you know if he'll play ball.
Now, for this particular conversation, it's rather a shame that I didn't think to bring Rex along, because he has a rather hilarious bit of dialogue that you can get sometimes. I'm not sure what the conditions are, if it's the order you select the party in, but sometimes I have him say it, sometimes I don't.
Always a pleasure, Spectre. Any news on that matter I asked you to look into?
Yes, but Internal Affairs got in touch. They want you to testify against Analaeus.
I finished the job, but an internal affairs investigator contacted me. She wants you to testify against Analaeus.
Now that you have my property, you want to dictate how I use it. I have no interest in a public spectacle.
Everyone on this station is chafing under Analaeus' extortion. You might end up a hero.
My employers rely on the goodwill of the executive board to work here.
The board is investigating Analaeus. They'll be more angry at him than at you.
All right. It is obvious that I cannot dissuade you. Very well. I will testify. Make whatever arrangements you need
Okay,
with your contact.
and
I will wait here.
that line back there he said about my employers rely on the goodwill of the executive board to work here. That's the point where Rex makes the funny remark if he's in your party some of the time, where he basically says something to the effect of, if these executives can't see that Analaeus is a crook, then they're fools. You should eat them. I am not exaggerating. Rex suggests eating corporate executives as a solution. I'm not overly surprised, given, you know, Krogan. Okay. In any event, into Analaeus' office. And there are a couple of different ways we can go about this. I could talk to her for getting our garage pass. We can talk to Gianna and let arresting Analaeus play out. But there's two other options. One of them is linked to this same quest, and one of them is linked to this smuggling operation we were asked to do for Opold.
I am in the middle of 9 things, all of them annoying.
Okay. Now, if we were to... I've never actually just told him we have Lord Keen's evidence and to hand it over, so I'm not sure what that does. But you can talk to him. Say that Gianna is with Internal Affairs and investigating him, which will kick off a chain of events where he calls her into their office. Things turn violent, there's a little bit of a struggle, and both of them die. So you can take the garage pass off of Ananias' corpse. That's one option, if you're especially renegade. The final choice, we tell him that Opold asked us to smuggle. Which, I'm just going to show off right here and you can see for yourself what happens.
Opold wants me to smuggle a package through security.
I need more than your word to act on that. Bring me whatever he's
Here
smuggling,
you go.
and I'll act accordingly.
Here's the package. Proof enough?
I am no weapons expert, but it seems to me that this is a rather advanced device. Certainly contraband. It would have been unfortunate if this had reached its buyer.
Okay, now money.
How thankful are you?
I am willing to give you 200 credits and a pass to leave Hanshan. Not without an understanding between us, of course. You can only go to Peak 15 to speak to Lady Benezia. If you cause trouble or if the staff asks you to leave, you will be
Okay,
thrown off
but I'll be keeping this upgrade, thank you.
You know, that's a dangerous weapon. It shouldn't be left unsecured. I should impound it.
Of course. That makes perfect sense. I wouldn't know what to do with it anyway. It would be best if you kept it.
Of
If there
course.
is nothing else, I would like to go back to work.
I'm leaving.
Good. I received a dozen urgent
So,
messages
yeah,
while you dithered about.
That is the first way. That is the final way that you can get that pass, and it's one use for that. I don't remember what the actual reward is for doing the smuggling quest, so I couldn't tell you which is more worthwhile, but that's an option if you just don't want to deal with the Lord Keen nonsense. But for now, even though we have our garage pass, I don't like Ananias, so we're going to give Gianna the good news, huh?
Spectre, have you given any more consideration to my offer?
It took some persuasion, but Keen has agreed to testify.
That's a world of stress off my back. I'll take the evidence for safe transport. I didn't think you'd help me, being a Spectre and all.
You don't
Guess
seem
some
very
of it can
happy
be
for
alright.
getting everything you wanted.
Doesn't this help you? You don't seem particularly happy.
I'm ecstatic, but right now, I just feel like a long day of work is ending. I have an arrest to make. Wish I had time to change into something easy to move in. I hate skirts.
This is an outrage. I'll see that you never work in this sector again.
Yeah, get a move on.
You, Shepard!
Sorry, but I like you a lot less.
You have the right to remain silent. I wish to God you'd exercise it. See you around the galaxy, Commander. I owe you a beer.
You have the right to remain silent. I wish to God you'd exercise it. I love her. She's just fucking great. She really is. And now we can finally go to the docking bay and start making our way to Peak 15. 2 whole episodes spent on this crap. Thank you, Annalise, for wasting my goddamn time. I really appreciate it. No, we don't need the elevator. We have our pass. Let's go.
Access to the garage is restricted.
I have authorization. Excuse me.
Yes, that's genuine. Drive safely. The weather's supposed to be pretty bad out there.
Okay. Off we go then. And those are Geth. Those are Geth inside the garage. This will be trouble. Yeah.
Kill them all.
I would tend to agree, Garrus. Tend to agree. Okay. Garrus overload. I would like to assassination. Okay. Is that fucking thing? Come on. There.
What are these things? Fan out and secure the area. No one
That
gets
was
in or
easy
out.
enough. Late as usual, rent-a-cops. Late as usual.
What did you do here, Commander?
Me? I'm the victim here. The Geth attacked us.
Geth, you expect me to... Where did they come from?
If I were to guess, the matriarch packed them in the shipping container she arrived with.
I don't believe that. We did thorough scans of those. There were no power sources, no element zero masses. If Benezia Sama's containers were packed with these things...
The fact there were no
are
power
many more
sources
out there.
doesn't mean much. Honestly, she could have just turned them off. And just had them switch on once she got everything past security.
I need numbers, Captain. A dozen? 100?
Dozens, at least. They're machines. You could pack them tightly. I must report to the executive board. If word gets out about loose Geth, there may be an investor panic.
Yes, because money runs everything on Novaria. Alright. We got the Mako parked in the garage here. Time for us to go and get in the worst vehicle ever. Let's go. This might make the episode a little bit long, but I'm going to try to make it into peak 15 before we stop. No guarantees on my odds of success, mind you, but I'm gonna try. Righty. Nothing just yet, but there's gonna be Geth soon, I can guarantee it. Because that is the thing I do remember about this outdoor section. It contains Geth. And, yeah, turrets. Lovely uppity. dealt with? Oh. Great. They brought their big toys. This will not be fun. This will not be fun in the fucking slightest. That, to be honest. That's those couple of idiots out of the picture. And not taking much damage so far, because I'm a fucking badass. But I think that's a turret up ahead, is that big diamond marker. Not misremembering? Oh yeah, it sure is. That's you out of the picture. Forward we go. Not far now. We're getting there. We're getting there. Sorry, but if I'm not saying anything particularly dramatic, but these parts where there's not a whole lot going on, we're just driving through empty terrain, there's not a lot to comment on. Unless there's story going on or something. Got that one. Though if you went back and watched my first Mass Effect 1 Let's Play from way back in the day, you would see that I'm definitely doing better at it because, well, less swearing for one thing. I don't feel the need to just fill the air with endless cursing, which I feel kind of detracts from the playthrough as a whole if you're just swearing for the sake of it. I like to save that for when I'm just really mad about something. Though I lost my shit. Categorization is something that doesn't happen very often for me. Thankfully for people who don't like that sort of thing. And we are in. Precisely the wrong time there. Lovely. Yeah, we are,
User alert. All Peak 15 facilities have suffered a
Right.
great deal of damage. Biohazard materials present throughout facility. Virtual intelligence user interface offline.
Okay. Get the reactors back online. And where exactly do we go to do that? Garrus? I'm not seeing any signs for turn reactors back on. Possibly security, I'm not sure. Because I want to find where we're meant to be for this first. Wait a second.
Why are the turrets facing the wrong way?
They want to keep their people in as much as they want to keep
Wow, these guys are dicks. They shoot their own people for wanting to run away. Lovely. Truly lovely. This is close quarters enough that I think a pistol is a good primary option to go with. And that old bug hasn't been fixed, I see. That was in the original version of the game where you would just wind up facing towards your allies rather than the same way as them for shit like that. That?
What was that?
Animals, wind. This place is in bad shape.
What in the fuck is that thing? Wait a second. Haven't we seen something similar? When we were visiting one of the circles. Those things look very eerily familiar.
Xenobiology is not my field. Maybe someone in the labs knows.
Yeah. And yeah, we really should have brought Rex along for this one. Not that he would know, but you know.
Patching you up.
There's other reasons why having a Krogan along would be useful. And yes, I'm deliberately not addressing the fact that the game names them in the enemy heads-up display Really, in my opinion, they should have called them, like, Unknown Hostile or something. And had it change the name once you discovered what they were, because that's a bit of a spoiler. Unless you've done specific quests for this point. And I'm not even sure if any of those actually name this or not.
A backup power system, Commander. It must be from the station's mainframe.
The critical startup error. Virtual intelligence user interface offline. Manual boot required.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. And this will be the VI core mirror. But we're going to save turning that back on for next time, because there's some hefty length to that conversation that it initiates. And you're not going to want to stop right away. So I figure we'd best halt this one before we get into major story stuff, which we are going to start doing pretty much the moment we press that button. So, this has been Dark Phoenix Gaming. You've been watching Mass Effect Legendary Edition with Vin Shepard. If you've enjoyed this, please leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe for more galaxy-spanning adventures stopping the squid robots.